Just real quick, thank you for coming. Your love and support means more to us than we can articulate, so thank you. Tonight is a party. We'll have fun. And we're going to do like a little mini celebration because Windsor Tough charity is a year old. So, so Windsor Tough started. Whitney was 4.5 months pregnant with our child, turned out to be Clark. A lot of people don't know Clark. And overnight, I was diagnosed with leukemia. So acute lymphoblastic leukemia. That was in September. And medical team said didn't have a real good chance of being around on Clark's due date, which was February 7th. So, spoiler, I'm here. And so, startup treatment. And as we were kind of working through that, initially I wasn't responding to treatment very well. So for a lot of people, there's a little fork in the road with blood cancer, and if you're not responding to chemo, bone marrow transplant or stem cell transplant is sometimes a path that you need to go down. So donors are very specific. If you donate blood, there's only a few types, and so you can usually match up pretty well. Stem cells are really, really specific. And so siblings are the best chance. My brother and sister were not a match when I needed them the most, right? I still tease them about that. So there's an international registry worldwide where there's a database, and you can swab your cheek and send it in, and you get added to this database where you can match up with anybody anywhere in the world. I didn't have a great match worldwide. So kept grinding through chemo. Fortunately, it ended up working, but it took 3.5 years of daily chemo to keep me alive and cancer-free. So we kept thinking, once we get on the other side of this, what are we going to do with this second chance, right? What are we going to do to make a difference? So that's where Windsor Tough came in. Windsor Tough became like our mantra over the years. Buddies and hockey guys are saying, we're not worried about you, man. Like, don't listen to your medical team. You're Windsor Tough, right? Like, Windsor's pretty blue-collar, hard-working people. Like, you're good, man. So we kind of latched onto that. So when we started the charity, it was like, we know the name, right? It's got to be Windsor Tough. So our mission is to raise awareness and grow the blood stem cell donor registry through sports and community inspiration. That just means kind of blanket statement of we really like sports, we really like people in our community, in Canada, in the US, anywhere. So let's use our connections to try and make a difference, right? So you can swab your cheek, you can be added to this registry. You need to be between the ages of 18 and 35. Okay, so that's okay. I know there's only, of all the people here, there's only like 2 dozen of you in that age. But that's okay. So, that's what the young ones are here. Yeah, so we'll get to that. We'll get to that in a minute. But that became our mission. So let's raise awareness, grow this worldwide donor registry, and do the best we can. Right? We can make a difference. So it reminds me of a little story. So this old guy was walking on the beach, right, early morning, and all the tide had washed up all these starfish, right? So there's thousands of starfish on the beach, and as he's walking up the beach, he sees this little kid like in the distance, frantically running all around, scrambling. So he's kind of watching. As he gets closer, he sees the kid throwing starfish back in. So he gets up to the little kid and he said, "Young man, what are you doing?" And the kid said, "Well, all these starfish got washed up, and if they dry out in the sun, then they die." And the guy's like, "Okay." And he looks to the north, he looks to the south, and there's thousands of miles of beach and endless amounts of starfish. And he said, "Son, there's all these starfish, and you're throwing a few of them back in. Like, what difference is that gonna make?" And the kid looks at him, he grabs starfish, he chucks it in the water, he says, "Well, I just made a difference for that." And so it takes one, okay? I can't stress that enough. If you're not between the ages of 18 and 35, that's okay. There's a QR code over somewhere. If you have anyone in your phone who's between the ages of 18 and 35, my only ask would be scan the QR code at some point tonight, text it to one person in your phone. That's it. We would love that. Thank you for coming.
There's no way you know what a QR code is, Marty.
Thank you to everyone who helped with this event. I'm not going to name people. for fear of leaving someone out. You know who you are. Thank you so much. That's all I want. Thanks, guys.
Marty!